Hello and welcome to another episode of, let's just make sure I'm live. Starting again. Hello and welcome to another episode of Between the Covers. If you're watching for the first time or if you're watching now or on the replay, please do say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. If you don't know who we are or what this show is about, my name is Daniela Bleckner. I am an author, book journey mentor, founder of a company called Conscious Dreams Publishing, and we transform diverse writers into successful published authors. I'm really excited to introduce the show today, mainly because we have an extra special guest. This show is called Between the Covers, where I interview authors, some of whom have been published by ourselves, Conscious Dreams Publishing, and some, oh dear, seems that there is a problem streaming on Facebook, so bear with me. Let me double check that is going live. All sorts of things are happening today, but the show must go on. But I do want to make sure that this does go out on Facebook. So let's just make sure that's going out live now. Thank you, everybody, for your amazing patience. Okay. It's not live, unfortunately, on my business page. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard today. It's just one of those days. No, it doesn't want to go live on my Conscious Dreams page. Not a problem. So I'm just going to have to carry on, which is a shame. Well, not a shame. So my name is Daniela Bleckner. I'm an author, book journey mentor. As I said, my company is called Conscious Dreams Publishing. Between the Covers is all about interviewing authors up close and personal, so we can really get an insight into what that journey of creating a book looks like. What do I do at Conscious Dreams Publishing? Well, we've been going for 9 years now. I keep saying 6 years. We provide bespoke publishing and mentoring services to authors with powerful messages and stories to share with the world. Our youngest author is 7, and our eldest author, our wise eldest author, is 84. So we work with a huge wide range of authors. I'm absolutely passionate about providing a platform for unseen, unheard authors so they can have their voices heard and stories shared, so they can educate, inspire, and empower for generations to come. A little bit of news before I introduce my amazing guest. 2 things. I announced earlier last night, I found out that I was shortlisted. I am shortlisted as part of the Independent Publisher Awards, as part of the Independent Publishers Guild, for the category of diversity, equity, and inclusion, alongside a lot of other amazing indie publishing companies. It's an absolute honor. We've been going for 9 years. It's always been my passion. Again, transforming diverse writers into successful published authors. So I'm very happy about that. Also, launching today is a beautiful book called Accomplish What You Will by Barbara Gilwood. It's one woman's life journey and legacy. Accomplish What You Will, one woman's life journey and legacy is a poignant and uplifting tale that follows the life of Patience. Raised with the invaluable lessons of her parents and members of the Windrush generation, Patience internalizes their mantra to focus on what truly matters and to overcome any obstacles with unwavering determination, which is something our next guest has. So that is Accomplish What You Will, available on our Conscious Dreams website, as well as all good retailers out today. But you haven't tuned in to listen to me gabble on, have you? You've tuned in to meet our amazing young author. Her name is Sarah Kittoe. I'm going to read her bio because I just love this bio. She is absolutely exceptional. I met her before she came to us to publish her book, Amma and the Lost Key. She is an author of now a whopping 4 books, and I'm going to read her bio. Step aside, world, because here comes Sarah Kittoe, an 11-year-old powerhouse who juggles more talents than a circus act and probably has better jokes. Be ready, Sarah, for the jokes. Don't be misled by the Year 7 title. This young lady has already published a whopping 4 books, proving that age is just a number when you have imagination in your pockets and a pen in your hand. Sarah's not just a literary whiz. When she's not weaving worlds of words, you'll find her creating masterpieces with arts and crafts, designing cool stuff, rocking out to music, crunching numbers like a math whiz, and even playing different sports. Yes, you read that right. This girl is basically a dynamite with a serious case of awesome. So what is extra special about Sarah is that she is such a kind, giving, altruistic young girl, extremely wise, and I've watched her grow and blossom over the last 7 months we've been working together. She donates all of the money, all of the proceeds of her book to charities like Centrepoint, and the Wednesday Club at her local church, West Croydon Methodist Church, which helps homeless people in Croydon. She is absolutely amazing. Please do give her a huge, I want to see some fire emojis going up and down as she's coming into the broadcast. Please give us some hearts, show us some love. Here we go. It's Sarah Kittoe. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm
excellent. Good. You're good. You are, I think, 9 days away from launching your absolute baby, Amma and the Lost Key. First of all, I've been watching your videos, obviously, of you, the unboxing video, and then you having the 100, I think it's about 100 books delivered to your house, and seeing how excited you were. How does it feel now to be an author of 4 books?
I can just remember the time that I unboxed my first 3 books. It was a really exciting time for me, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I especially loved when I could actually feel the books in my hand for the first time. And now launching my 4th book soon, it's a really big achievement for me. Saying that it just started from this little thought in my mind when I was 7, and now it's turned into 4 books. And wow. I'm really happy with what I've achieved, and I'm sure my books in the future, many books to come, will hopefully live up to what I've accomplished now.
Amazing. Oh, that's just phenomenal, though, that not only have you written 3, but you've got this 4th one, and you can talk about, hey, I remember when I first opened my book when you were 7. Did that feel like a really long time ago when you wrote your first book?
Yeah, like I didn't publish them or like start publishing them when I was 9. And so like when I was opening them, because I was still quite young, I was really excited. And then like I remember like when I unboxed it, I just like took like one of each copy, and then I just like flipped through the book and seeing what I've achieved, and I was so proud of myself that day.
You have every right to be proud of yourself. I don't know any 11-year-olds with 4 books that you've written yourself. It's just phenomenal. Can you tell me about do you have your other books on you so we can hear about those books?
Yes. So I wrote these books when I was 7, like I said. So these are the 3 books that I've written. So there's this is my coloring book. This is Lindsay and the Blue Fall, and then this is the Friendship Club and Other Stories. And I read them when I was 7, but they didn't come out, or like I didn't publish them until like I was turning 10. Like it got launched on my 10th birthday. So that was another really nice thing that I enjoyed. And so for my main 2 books, then the main motto is just like what do you call it? Like, family is the most important thing, never giving up on what you're trying to reach for, like your dreams and stuff like that. And then like never giving up never giving up on family, because I know family is the most important thing, and like you can push through whatever you hard time to go through, like some of the characters in my book. And then the coloring book is just like the pictures put into one whole book. So someone young, they can color in, creating sort of like their own characters, and then like at the back they can like say their favorite sports, they could say their favorite animal, pet, and stuff like that. Also like building their motor skills. And even if it was just my little sister using the coloring book, it's still a really big achievement for me.
It really is. I know your sister loves to colour. Whenever I've seen her at events,
Yeah.
she always loves doing the colouring in, doesn't she? That's
Yeah.
fantastic. She must be very proud of you as well.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, that's brilliant. What I love about your books is you just said that, I see a running theme with you. So family being really important. Kindness comes up a lot, especially in the friendship group as well, the friendship club, as well as Amma and the Lost Key looks at friendship and the importance of legacy. So tell us about Amma and the Lost Key. I'm going to come out for a second and let you tell the audience about Amma and the Lost Key.
So this is Amma and the Lost Key, which is my new book coming out next week, Saturday, actually. And I am really excited to launch my 4th book. And like Danny said, it's mainly about family, like and like mainly like my family mottos, like never giving up on faith and God. And that's one thing I'll always keep in me, and somewhere in my book to like encourage other people not to give up. And yeah, so this is my book, and it's basically just about a young girl who finds a lost key on her way to school, and she's and her friends and her friend's family, they're on a big adventure to find where this leads to. And it's just like a really nice thing, like going up adventures with family, like building up that relationship. And the ending for me is my favorite part, like because it's sort of it's like sharing what I believe in, and I feel like that's really important for me. So yeah.
Oh, I love that. See, I want to show the picture, but I don't want to give it away. But the illustrations as well are absolutely beautiful. And I know that you had a huge part in that. Our illustrator is Jason Lee, who is absolutely fantastic. And I think you really enjoyed that process, didn't you?
I really did. And my favorite part is like when because I usually like sketch what I want the characters to look like, and then obviously the illustrator, in this case Jason, he would like interpret it and like really bring it to life. And what excites me the most is like seeing what I sketched out and my actual characters side by side, and seeing how much how do I put it, like how much they look similar, and what big of a part I've played in this.
Yeah, and I saw that you did a video. You're fantastic on your social media. I know your mum manages that, but it's just phenomenal. You did the video, and it literally showed your sketches, and then one of the sketches here inside, side by side. And
wait, I think I have it.
If you got it,
yeah, got it. Where is it? It's like because I drew the sketch of this, and then this like it was her outfit. I don't think the outfits are like that picture is actually in the book, but it was like a picture of her in the clothes I designed, and then like in color and in like animation, and it was really cool.
And so, like, a lot of people think that, when they're publishing a book that they can just say, yeah, this is the character, and just make her my age and to look a bit like me, and that's it. But you kind of really went into detail, and one of the things that Sarah said was, obviously this is set in Ghana, is that she wants to make sure that it was authentic, so the uniforms had to reflect that, and the environment. So what kind of things did you tell? Because we learned quite a bit about Ghana, Jason and I. So what kind of things did you tell Jason?
The things I taught, because like the year the year before, last year, I went to Ghana with my family. And we took lots of photos. I could base my sketches off of that, so it was much easier than my other books because I didn't really have some things to base it off. But this one, it was much easier because I've actually gone through the experience of like the photos. It was much easier, and it was so because we went to Ghana, and we took lots of photos. So I feel like I'm repeating everything. Yeah. So for example, here, this is actually a base of my school uniform, but put into like what Ghana students would wear, because I have a blazer in my school uniform, but because of how hot it is in Ghana, no, they wouldn't survive in a blazer, because I would have to I had to wear a blazer. I have to wear a shirt, then a jumper, and then a blazer because of how cold it is. Yeah. But I had to sort of tweak it so it still looks like my school uniform, but somebody in Ghana would actually be able to wear it, because that's one of the most important parts.
Exactly, and you're thinking about the environment, and I love the colour as well. So you've got the red shirts, but also in your blurb, which Sarah wrote as well, we're going to talk about blurbs in a second, is you made sure that you've got the hot orange sand underneath, the hot orange ground underneath. Do you want to read the back of your blurb and then talk to us about how you came up with it?
Okay. All right. Oh, should I read it, or do you want to read it?
You read it. You go ahead. It's your book. I'm just going to listen.
Okay. So, beneath the dry, orange, dusty sands of Ghana, a glowing key is found lost in the shadows. When Amma, a young adventurous girl with love and fire in her heart, clutches the key, it whispers promises of unimaginable wealth. Will Amma unlock the secrets this mysterious key holds? And this is an exciting and captivating adventure that captures the great value of power and unity in the land of God.
Amazing. And you wrote that yourself, didn't you? We had a few storytelling sessions, and we went through what makes a good blurb. So for those of you who haven't seen this video, we had a storytelling session, and it was all about writing a blurb. And I said to Sarah, "What's a blurb?" And she told me. I said, "Oh, do you know what makes a good blurb?" And she just gave such a brilliant answer. I used it on my social media for a writing and publishing tip. So I think you can maybe join our team in a few years, Sarah. What do you think?
Right.
So tell people first of all what a blurb is and what makes a good blurb.
So a blurb is something that summarizes the whole story, but at the same time doesn't give it away. So you would want the reader to be intrigued about it, but at the same time, you don't want to make it too what's the word?
Vague.
What are you gonna say?
Vague. So you don't want to give it away, but then you don't want to make it too vague. Yeah. So,
yeah. Oh, yeah. So, and I think what makes a good blurb is when, first off, obviously intriguing. Like, yes, you want to summarize, but you don't want to summarize too far, like you would do in school, like summarizing the whole story, making sure you know what it is. You want to intrigue the reader to make sure they want to read it, not that you've given it away. Like, you know what happens. And also, I think a good blurb, it has information. For example, my one, it's like the key information. For example, Dusty Sands of Ghana. We know the book's set in Ghana. A young adventurous girl, called Amma. We know her name's Amma. So it's just like, and also with the mysterious key, will Amma unlock the secrets this mysterious key holds? It also like, we know it's something to do with the key, so it's sort of like, the key information, but at the same time you would still want to read it because you don't know the whole thing.
If you're watching, please can we have some claps, some fire emojis or something, whether you're watching now or the replay. You have just explained that so succinctly, which means very, very, very clearly and to the point. Yeah, it's just brilliant. So you said you've described the setting in the beginning in one line. You've told us who the character is. You've given us a sense of like mystery and intrigue with the key, and we want to know. You've got the question at the end. Look at those fire emojis going up. Thank you so much, Lee. Thank you, Nasifa. And then you've got the question at the end. Will Amma unlock the secrets this mysterious key holds? And Sarah wrote this herself and sent it to me. So we had a little session, and she came back, sent it to me. I said, yeah, that's it. Perfect. And again, like you said, you've literally hooked enough to hook somebody in and intrigue them, but you want them to take it off the shelf and buy it to find out more. And you've done that well. I want to give a shout out to your mum and your dad, who have been behind you relentlessly, cheerleading you, helping you. Your mum has done some amazing goodie bags I've seen. And your dad is like working behind the scenes, doing all the technical things as well. You're just an amazing family. Nasifa, are we allowed to see some of the special goodie bags that you've been showing me on WhatsApp?
Sadly, no, because we haven't prepared them. So I wouldn't be able to. If people want to see, they have to wait for the book launch or the posts about the book. So.
You are, but see, she knows. You know, Sarah. If you want to see, we've intrigued them. You hook them in. You tell them that there's some amazing goodie bags, but then they can't see them because they have to come to the book launch. Okay. And speaking of the book launch, here is the flyer. Get ready. If you're watching, I'm going to share my screen. The book launch is. Can you tell us a bit about the book launch, Sarah? I'm going to show a picture so everyone can see.
So the book launch. It's about, okay, so the book launch is in Croydon Library on the 6th of April 2024, and I have less than 2 weeks left, so I'm so excited. And obviously I'm going to be launching my new book, Amanda Loves Key. And there's going to be lots of different there's going to be activities for all ages to enjoy, and then also not just that, but also like we've already said, there will be goodie bags there will be goodie bags and some other thing, like goodie bags and some other prizes for like winners, stuff like that. And I am so excited to be sharing my book and everything else with everybody.
I'm very excited as well. I think it's going to be great. So if you heard Sarah, and how could you not? She said it's at Croydon Library, 6th of April. So that's not this Saturday, next Saturday during the holidays. Croydon Library, 2:30 till 4:30. I've got the link here. It's www.tinyurl.com/Sarah Kittoe book launch. Get those tickets. They are free, but you can also donate, which will be going straight to the charities. Can you tell us a little bit about the charities that you're donating the money to?
So I am not just an author, but I'm also a philanthropist, somebody who helps, who like donates, supports charity. And what I do, I support 2 different main charities. Centerpoint, supporting homelessness, and also my local church, West Croydon Methodist Church, aka the Wednesday Club, because they also support homelessness in like the area. And I think it's really, I I feel really nice when I give things to others and not just keep it all for myself. And but I don't just do things with like charity, but I also do different projects. Like currently I'm nearly finished, but I'm still working on my library project in Ghana. Like when I went last year, I visited a library with us, a school, and then they showed me to their library. I wasn't really happy with it, so I decided to renovate it to make sure every person, every child has a opportunity to read good books.
That is absolutely amazing. And I've been following that story as well. I know you were in the Ghana news as well, talking about the library that you've refurbished and you installed computers in there as well. Is that right?
Yeah, we're also trying to set up like e-library, so for all years and ages, which will really improve the learning rate.
So what I know you're still young, and all of our dreams and ideas change, and we can do multiple things. But what's your kind of what are you thinking about doing in the future? Is this more work that you'd like to continue? Do you think?
Obviously, I'll still be writing books, but it's more.
Thank you.
Yeah, but obviously, I'm not gonna do that as a proper profession. I'm more gonna do that as a hobby, like that. But I don't really know what I really want to do when I'm older, because knowing me, I've changed what I want to be many, many, many times. From when I was like 4 years old, I wanted to be astronaut. When I was 5, I wanted to be everything. When I was 6, I wanted to be a nurse. When I was 7, I wanted to be a designer. Until I was 10, I wanted to be a designer. And so it's just all over the place. So I don't really know what I want to be, but I'm sure whatever I'm going to be, it's probably going to be a nice.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head there, is that it doesn't always have to be just one thing. You can do multiple things as you get older. And also, you don't have to decide right now. It's great that there's so many things that you're interested in and excited about, like your arts and crafts and your writing, your philanthropy. I can't say the word, you can say it, can't you? Philanthropy. There you go.
It took me a long time to learn it as well, don't worry.
Well, I've had a lot longer than you to learn how to say it, and I still can't. There's some words that I just struggle with saying. But the world is your oyster. People say the sky's the limit. I don't believe that, because there's a limit there to the sky. There's stuff beyond the sky. So your choices and your decisions and your opportunities are limitless. And you're doing all of this now at 11. The way you speak with such passion about what you do, and not just, like you say, wanting to keep everything for yourself, but actually just your heart to want to give to the community. I think it's brilliant. And I know that you were on Yahoo News as well, weren't you? Talking about the work that you're doing. How does that feel?
It felt really good. Like, even when I go into school, like some of the people who are like 3 years, 4 years older than me, they would be like, "Oh wow, you wrote a book. That's really nice." And then it's really nice to see that people. The thing with me, I don't like. I know it's bad, but I don't like when people, like, when I'm in school, people know me for my book, but they don't make too much of a deal about it, which I really enjoy. So, like, when I'm at school, the year 9s and the year 11s, they'll say, "Oh yeah, you wrote a book. That's really nice." And then I would be like, "Yeah, I did write a book." And then we'll just get on with our day.
Yeah. And that's nice. The last thing you want is like 100 people running towards you wanting to get your autograph, isn't it?
Yeah.
it's just, I think it's important to recognize your achievement and to see what you've done, and to be inspired by it, but also to see that you're still Sarah. You're, young girl at school, interested in many, many different things. So that's really positive. Yoshiba, Yoshiba, she's saying growing into her own and maturing even at this tender age. So I know that you've been doing some work with Yoshiba. Yoshiba is one of our authors as well. She wrote a book called Clever Christmas Bingo Stories. In fact, that's when I met you last year, October, before.
October or was it September?
I think it was October, Black History Month, during it was 2022, so it's like a year and a half ago now, I think. Wow. Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So, and you were talking about Friendship Club. I think you were 10 at the time. You were talking about the Friendship Club, and then Yoshiba introduced you to me, and now you're working with us. But I know that you're also in a co-creative project with Yoshiba. Are you Yoshiba? Are we allowed to talk about that? Are we allowed to share? Let us know. I know Yoshiba's been posting, but just let us know. Yoshiba says, great to see Sarah in this space. So proud of her. Amazing. Ali says, hee, that's nice about school. Yeah, exactly. The last thing you want is people queuing up trying to get your autograph, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, Yoshiba says sure. So can you tell us a little bit about the work that you're doing with Yoshiba?
So with Yoshiba, we're working on I'm going to be a co-author of her a collab we're doing to work on a new book, and I'm really excited about it. And it's still based on obviously the core Chrissy and her mangoes, but just with a few extra bits but I'm not going to spoil it yet.
No. Enough to hook us in. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay. So do I have Clever Chrissy and the Mangoes on my... I don't have it on this bookshelf. It's on my other bookshelf. But
yeah, I have to find it. It's on another bookshelf as well.
That's all right. In fact, maybe I can bring it up on the screen since I've learned how to do this, Sarah. I'm proud of myself. I've been using this platform for so long, and I hadn't realised that I could share. Let me try and do it first. I could share images on here. Okay. Here we go. Clever Chrissy and the Mango Stories coming up right now. Or not. I'm sorry. It's not working for me. No, that's Sarah's book launch. But you must come to Sarah's book launch.
Yeah.
There's also some really special guests coming to your book launch, aren't there? You've got the manager of Centrepoint. You've got someone for the Wednesday Club. And can you share who else is coming?
I want to say that's a surprise.
Oh, okay, we'll save that surprise. Come down. So this is Clever Chrissy and the Mango Stories here. That's Yoshiba's book. And Sarah is teaming up with Yoshiba to do like a little tweak, an extra special twist on the Clever Chrissy and the Mango Stories. Even I don't know the full story. Yoshiba's keeping that a little bit tight-lipped. Yoshiba said, very discreet on author sharing. Never mind, it's Sarah's time. No, it's fine, I found it. There you go. Okay, so Sarah, we are running out of time. Oh, okay. So imagine you are speaking to a young person, maybe they're your age, and they have always dreamt of writing a book, and they've watched you and they've, started to feel really inspired and started to think, oh, maybe I can do it. But they're now feeling all those horrible feelings of self-doubt and, oh no, it's not going to be good enough. What would you say to them?
I would say that go for your dreams, just like most of the characters in my book. Go for your dreams and never give up on something you've already started.
Sarah, that is an absolute gem of wisdom that you've given us there. You heard
Wait,
it there. Go on.
but never, even if you become very famous in life, don't give up on the thing that matters most, which is family.
Oh, I think we can leave it there. That's beautiful. I think, like you said, is keep going. But I love that you're very humble. You know this word, don't you?
Yeah.
What does humble mean?
Humble means like you are not a show off, but like you keep things cool.
Yeah, but it's good to be proud of what you do, definitely, but not like you're saying, not forgetting, you know, what's important and who's important. And you've always said how important your family is. Is your mum there? Does your mum want to join us? She might not. Your mum, Nasifo, and your dad, Albert, have honestly just been the most amazing people to work with.
And also, you know the gift packs? I actually have one right there.
Yes, can we see one, please? Let's see one. Your mum does all these.
See, I'm not actually going to share what's inside it for now, but this is it, and it's contained with something.
Wow, that's beautiful. Look at that lovely bow, and you've got the front cover on there. You've got the hoodie on as well. You've got all your I mean, I've seen some of what's in there. It looks fabulous. So if anybody wants any merchandise done, you gotta go to Nasifo, because she is just absolutely fantastic at putting all of these together. In fact, I think I'm going to have some goodie bags as well. So you heard it.
Yeah, I think Mum might be coming.
Is she coming? Yay! Come on. we've got some more things here. Yeshiva says, that Sarah is my author senior and has inspired my ideas for my next book. The Stefo, hello. How are you? You've got the t-shirt on as well.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, brilliant. So how is it all going over in the Kittoe household, with all the getting the products and everything together and tying up the last bits and pieces?
Oh, we're doing very well. I think we're ready. Yeah, I think we're ready. We just need everybody to show up now. We just need everybody to come around Croydon. We're waiting for everyone. We're all good and ready.
Brilliant. And how have you found the process and watching your daughter go through all of this?
I think it's been how do I find the process? For me, I've enjoyed it because I love pictures. I mean, so for me, I'm loving. It's just another opportunity to be creative on my side, and also for Sarah, it's just sometimes she can be a bit like, oh, mommy, I'm tired with the pictures. I'm like, oh, but we have to get the pictures going, and I love that. But it's been very exciting, very, very exciting, and also I think the organization of Conscious Dreams Publishing has been amazing. So everything has just been smooth sailing. You guys have been like fantastic from day one. So that's made life a bit more easy on organizing everything. I mean, everything is just done for us. So it's been amazing. It's been really, really good.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear. And I have to say, Nasifo, like, it's always so good to work with people who are really passionate, but also creative as well. And what I love is that, we do an element of promotion. We do promotion, we post about our authors, but seeing it also come from the other side, it's really important, because it's a lot of people publish a book and then they just don't bother with social media, or they think one or two posts. But I see your stuff is always at the top of my feed, videos of Sarah, whether it's on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, and the work that you do and the images that you create and the merchandise that you've got as well is all part of it, and getting people to be part of that journey. So it's not just here's a book, silence, and then suddenly, here's a book. we get to follow Sarah on the journey and also see the incredible work that she's been doing, you know, with the charity as well. So no, I thank you. You've been, all of you, you know, including Mary as well, who's come to every event and done all the colouring as well. So like all of you together are just brilliant, and it's been a joy for us to work with you as well.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
It's all right. Okay, some last comments here. Oh, Ali, who has just started publishing a book with us after 4 years, because we initially met Ali 4 years ago and she wanted to write a book and wasn't quite ready. And she said to you, Sarah, thank you for that wisdom. Very encouraging.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. She was says, 1,000 babes.
Hey,
Oh, see, engaging. I recommend them highly. Thank you, Sheba. So we're going to have to end next. We're going to hop over to Instagram and just say hello to some followers there for a little bit. Thank you, Nasifo. We've had our final words from Sarah. But Sarah, can you tell us how people can connect with the work that you're doing? Give us your website and where people can get your book.
So I think it's in my book right here. Yeah, it's in my book right here. Let's look at that. So this, you can't really see. Oh, sorry. So you can see me through my website www.sarahkittoe.co.uk. My Facebook Sarah Kittoe. My TikTok at, and then the dash sign, Sarah Kittoe Books, and then also at Sarah Kittoe Books on Instagram. And then if you want to buy my book, if you can't come to the book launch, you can get on Amazon. But you can also get it off of my website, and you can also get my other books to all the same places you can get Am on the Lost Key.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you. I was just typing as you were saying. There you go, sarahkittoe.co.uk, and then people can follow you at Sarah Kittoe Books. You've kept it really simple and easy for us, which is great. Sarah Kittoe Books on TikTok and Instagram. And you can buy the book from all good retailers, including Sarah's website and the Conscious Strings website as well, if you want signed copies. But it would be amazing if you could please come and support. Come down to Croydon Library Saturday, the 6th of April, which is the same day that her book is launching. Sarah's book is launching. It's going to be a great event. Come and support some amazing things happening in Croydon. And an incredible young. Get your goodie bag. Sarah, you have been brilliant. I'm always lost for words. It's just how brilliant you are. So I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. But for now, we're going to pop over to Instagram and say hello to some more people. You ready?
Okay.
All right. See everybody. We won't have a show next week. I'm taking a bit of a break. So I will see you the week after. Have an amazing week ahead, everyone. Bye.
Bye.